Welcome back to another episode in our film session, All Pro film session. Today we got second team All Pro Jalen Carter from the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Once again, we are looking at run stuffs and sacks. As you can already see, a whole lot. 13 for Mr. Carter. Hey, Mr. Carter. I'm sorry. Anyway, first up is the Saints. We're going to let it play through on the sideline and then we'll look at it from the end zone. Yeah, that's all Carter right there. All right, loss of 3. As you can see, that is a zone play. All right, so number one thing you got to notice right now is the way they're lined. They are both head up in a 2 tech. This is very good sportsmanship as far as a defense coordinator. Sorry, I just realized these two are not lined up. But anyway, because when you get a team that runs zone and stuff or any type of alignment, this could really mess up with run fits. So typically, you got a 1 tack back here or you got a 3 tack. He's head up so he can play either one. All right, so they're going to try to zone. It looks like zone weak. It looks like they try to outside zone. And so really, 51, you should be good right here, but he's not. He's aiming here, and so that leaves backside, which that's a tough block. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they messed up. None against Carter. He did a good job, but they messed up because both of these guys end up on the edge player, 93. Like, he chips and just tries to go. Like, it's a wide zone and he's head up, but you should be aiming for his outside shoulder, so you should have kind of stayed there. But he doesn't really give a lot of help. That's a hard block for 62. Carter's upfield, does his job. All right, next play. Saints again. All right, this time out. Shotgun, see a pull. See a lot going on. Loss for 1. Oh, 93 is Milton Williams. Oh, he was playing on the edge. Yeah, nobody talked about that. All right, so same kind of deal. They're head up. So is Milton on the end. He's in a 4 tech. Tight end moves, so they shift over. Or tight end comes to the backfield. Actually, I didn't see a pull. I don't know what is going on this play. Exactly. Okay, so the tackle pulls. Play side tackle pulls, leaving the edge. The tight end goes with them. They try to crack block with the receiver. And he's going against a defensive tackle. There's a whole lot of space there. This thing's moving fast. The camera's shaking. My bad. My bad. This camera work was going crazy. This is all kinds of messed up. But anyway, I'm pretty sure 51 thought he's just going to seal him off because the play looks like it's supposed to hit on the perimeter. Again, he doesn't know where the ball is. Carter does. Makes a move back inside. Easy play for him. But yeah, whatever was going on the edge created a ruckus where obviously Kamara had nowhere to go. All right, so Jags now in those Kelly Green throwbacks. All right, we got to run stuff on a QB sneak. Rare stuff for us to look at, people. Let's see what happened. Y'all want to see Carter against the tush push? What y'all think he do in practice? Y'all think he be stopping Jalen Hurts? All right, so we're going to get a wedge, as it typically is. 2 guards are going to come down hip to hip to the center. Center is going to kind of, I don't know if he can't dive at him, but, kind of like almost like a field goal block. So because really Jordan Davis clogging this up, Trevor doesn't go straight up the middle. He tries to pick a spot. And it's funny because I just heard a high school team talking about this. Take a step back and then pick a spot. He gets the ball immediately and steps. So, like, there's no... Because if he took a step back, 77 would at least been able to help on Carter. But he doesn't. He gets the ball right away. I mean, Carter's just sitting right in the gap. There's nowhere else to go. So, alright. That was interesting. Moving on. Jags again. This time we on the goal line. Out of the shotgun. Zone play. I mean, honestly looks like Carter was just in the mix with a couple other people. But we'll see. Milton is in the interior this time. Oh my God, that moves so fast. Okay. Certain teams, like, their film is just faster. Alright, inside zone. Carter's here. Got that zone double. They got two linebackers come. Really, it should be a peel off here, a peel off here. And one person misses their block. N'Kobe Dean. Really, he tackled him. And that causes all that. But Carter spins back. Just heads up. Seeing that the run wasn't coming there. So he's headed backside. And yeah, they already had a tackle, but Carter, I mean, yeah, I don't know why they credit it. I told y'all it's interesting who they credit these things to. I'm just saying. All right, moving on. Dallas Cowboys. We got a perimeter pitch play for no gain. Dallas still good O-line. Zach Martin's gone now, but he was here. Well, I don't know if he's in right now. Looks like he is. Carter's right here. All right, so they outside zone. It looks like it's a stunt the opposite way. So they already losing ground, but when you do that now, it doesn't always work against you to go against the grain, because as you can see, finds a gap. Now Smith should be ready. He's in his track, so he should block him, but he doesn't, and he's going to the next level. So they just leave him wide open. They crack down there. I mean, everything's good. They just leave Carter unblocked. But as I say, when you're a backside player making a play sides do their job. N'Kobe Dean, he's away from a blocker. CJ is causing the force back inside. Natural cutback, but Carter's unblocked. Good job to break down, make a tackle. Defense works together, people. All right, next up, Dallas again in the white zone. Was it Cooper Rush this whole time? I didn't realize that. All right, loss of 2 yards. I think I saw a puller. A puller. Let's see. Who is 78? Is that Steele? Anyway, Carter's right here. He's head up in a 2-tech. And honestly, I love that. I don't know if they do that the entire season. But that's small stuff that I like. Like O-line splits, alignment with the D lineman, receiver splits, like small stuff like that makes such a big difference. Carter has so much athleticism. I would absolutely line him up head up each time because he has a two-way go. Oh, well, really, we know where he's going, but the line doesn't. Okay, looks like a zone again. He's against the grain. BB picks him up. Running back starts to cut back. Tries to go back play side. Alright, let me slow this down. Alright, Carter is going to shed this block really well. I mean, he's going to step down inside zone. Carter's going backwards. So just chip BB. Now, BB doesn't get into him enough. Like that outside, he's still in the zone play. which is why Dowdle probably tried to cut back, but he saw this, so he had to go back play side. And Carter is able to use the momentum against BB. I mean, just move his feet, swim, good hands, good athleticism. Every bit the type of player they expected him to be. All right, Commanders. All right, lost at 3. We already saw the counter. We had 2 pullers. Somebody messed up. More than likely, Carter was too fast for them. That's typically what happens. Okay. Carter's right here. 3-tech. Him and Jordan Davis. I want to watch like all the Eagles defense one day, but I don't have that type of free time. All right, motion back. We had a center guard pull. So tackle. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Tackle has to block down. Kick him out. Again, supposed to be a perimeter play. 71 just stops his feet. Like, bro, even if you were shielding him off, you need a better angle. He makes this is a classic example of making contact and stopping your feet. All right, I'm here. I'm good. You're not good. He's at an angle to come up field. You got to cut him off or you got to drive him out of there. Put your butt to the play. Your butt's here. That's not where the back is. The back has to get all the way out here and your guy's running upfield. Terrible angle. Terrible blocking. Good get off. Good power. Good heads up play by Carter. And I know some people complain, but that's what football is taking advantage most of the time, like big chunk of the time, is taking advantage of people's mistakes. All right, we are against the Commanders again. No game. I saw Carter get off his block. All right, Carter's right here. He's in 3-tech. Oh, they do a 3 and a 2-eye. I love that. That's what I did in my defense. I love that. All right, looks like an inside zone. Again, Carter uses his momentum, kind of goes backside on that block, swims off. And play side. They did a good job filling that gap, so Robinson has to cut back. And Carter's right there, so we'll let that play through. Man, yep, got them hands like Chris Jones and Hayward. We seen similar stuff from all of them. Sizing up that block, understand. Dang, another one against the Commanders. -4 yards. I hate how fast this film is moving. It might just be the Eagles in general, but anyway. All right, I don't know what that was. Let's see. Yeah, draw play. All right, so we got a lot going on. We got a draw play. Looks kind of like a pass. They're doing a stunt. Yeah. 59 gets all the way in, but he's picking. And he really should have just ran the play. He would have had that by himself. But he's picking for Carter. And yeah, that stunt messed him up. And the edge player got in on that. I'll let it play through. But that's essentially what happened. I wonder if they're going to make that illegal. That's a defensive pick play. But they be letting offense do stuff like that, so I don't know. All right, next up, Baltimore Ravens. This is one of the big games of the year. I need to rewatch this. I don't even remember it. Woo! On a jet sweep, Jalen Carter with a tackle for loss. All right, let's see what we got. They probably left him because, you know, they expect that to hit on the perimeter. And I mean, he went against the grain again. Another time they step down. He kind of swim back against the grain. Again, they expect that to hit there. Let me see. You would think he could run past a D tackle, but sometimes be like, I mean, look at the step. Look at Carter. This is what you, I mean, at least in this type of defense, these penetrating defenses. Step upfield, hands, nothing on him. He's upfield. Look how far upfield he is. And so, yeah, Flowers has no chance but to bubble, and he can't. He gets caught. Because look, a lot of D linemen, for these young D linemen, y'all still playing out here, people want to stay flat. They want to stay near the line of scrimmage. They want to play patty cake. Nah, get upfield. We're an upfield team. He's so far upfield, causes it to bubble. Give him the hesitation where he can make that tackle. All right, next. Looks like the Ravens again. All right, looks like some team defense. All right, let's see what we got. I just realized we still in the run stuff, so we didn't get to the sacks. All right, another inside zone. I mean, Carter's one-on-one. Tackle left to get up to the next level. I mean, him and Carter are battling. He tries to cut back in. Lineman doesn't know what a running back is. D-line does. But everybody does their job. Milton here. I mean, both of them doing the exact same thing. Like, both these guys left too early. There's too much penetration in the backfield. The edge is getting around. The backside, you know, is unblocked. It's just too much. They went to the second level way too fast. They did not deal with this first level at all. And Carter does a good job. He gets right. I mean, because when you start off, let's see. Actually, he's in a 3-tech. So he's away from the play. But he does a good job moving his feet. Ends up right where the run's supposed to be. Milton closes that too. That B gap. Causes it to bounce. Everybody rallies. Heck of a play. Alright, next up. Panthers on the goal line. Well, Bryce Young trips. Gets the ball to Chuba. Alright, let's see what happens. Quick swim over here by Carter. They just zone down. Again, that's what these good ones are doing. Using that momentum against them. Steps up. Sees them stepping down. Swims. Olays them. Yep, that's exactly what they wanted him to be. Alright, Commanders again. Hold on. Alright, this is the last one. Woo! I will say he better not have 5 more against the Commanders. Alright, jet motion. We got a counter going. Yeah, man. Whenever you get into the power game in the league against especially penetrating defenses, you could get caught. You could catch them, but you can't get caught. All right, they're both head up 22s again. All right, guard tackle are pulling, so Carter's backside supposed to get kicked out by the center. Center whiffs, well not whiffs. Carter quick swims him. Man, you see that, bro? When you're an athlete, you gotta have hip flexibility and mobility. Watch on the side at an angle. He swims this, flips his hips, and still makes the tackle, and causes a fumble. Man, he's getting good at that, and we already saw Hayward and Chris Jones. They make a living off that. If he really masters playing off the other block or the blocker's momentum with the quick swim, it's gonna be devastating. All right, moving over to the sacks, we got 4. Deshaun Watson, so early in the season. All right, this is a bit of a cleanup. This is moving fast, but we see him get quick pressure and step up, and then he's caught. Let's see. All right, Carter's here again. We got some type of game coming. All right, so they all stun over. Looks like Bond might be looping, but either way. Let me slow this down. So like I said, quick pressure on the edge causes Watson to step up. They're kind of, just kind of playing pinball in here. I mean, Smith is just up the field. I mean, the pocket's still fine, but Rashawn tries to step up. Now, even though they're not off the blocks, they are pushing the pocket back, the depth up. And so now when he has to step, Carter's just able to, well, he didn't swim. He just kind of bully balled his way up. Stepped right into him. Okay, Deshaun, I guess you are strong. You didn't even go down. All right, next up, New York Giants. One of the worst O-lines. All right, cover sack for sure. You can see the whole place, the whole momentum of the play stop at the top of the drop. None there. Well, I didn't look. Maybe it was, but it didn't look like none was there. It looked like a short play. All right, top of the drop, pocket is pushing or collapsing. None to throw. Tries for a second play. Carter cleans it up. I don't like this angle because I can't really see the rush. All right, Carter's over here, by the way. We'll let it play through. I mean, that was a good rep by 74. Just bully ball and then cleaning up at the end by Carter. All right, Giants again. I think this is... Nope. All right, under center, play action. Knocked out. I don't think they was fully at the drop yet, so just some quick pressure. I mean, yeah, Smith causes Jones to get off his spot, but Carter's just working against 74. Pushing the pocket, eventually gets off his block. Good hands, hands off again. Lineman feet are standing still. Feet to the quarterback. And able to close before Smith. Okay, last one is on the Ravens. All right. I was gonna pause it, but never mind. All right, we see Lamar trying to make a play outside of the pocket. I didn't even realize that was Carter. Let's see. Carter's all the way back here. Let's see what happens. Who was 58? Is that Huff? All right, yeah, we got a stunt going on. So Carter's crashing down. I'm not sure. It messed up. I'm not sure who's supposed to go where. But Carter's ends up crashing to the other side of the line. I mean, and really just hustle. Like again, those linemen don't know where the quarterback is. So now Carter's unblocked. And he just does a good job making the tackle. Just where's the oh my god. Where's the alright, the video's giving up. But that's fine. I mean, like I said, those linemen don't know what a quarterback is. He does a good job just continuing to hustle and then a good job closing. He's been really good at making tackles in the open field on these special or these skill position guys. But that's it for me. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the convo started. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Hope to see you next episode.